Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Councilman Cedric Creer, and I want to welcome you all to a very, very, very special day as we officially break ground on the historic Westside Legacy Park. I'm the Ward 5 Councilman for this area, and it's my honor to be your host today. Thank you all for coming out. I'm so excited to be here today on the site of what will be a beautiful new park next year at this time. The historic West Side is a very special place in Las Vegas, a place that I've called home my entire life. And it has a legacy which this new park will share. As you know, I grew up in the West Side in Ward 5, and I have been ingrained with the stories of our community. We share a history on the West Side that Legacy Park will help preserve, ensuring that future generations know the leaders that came before us all. It will be a place of reverence that brings forth emotion and chronicles the struggles and triumphs of our community. I very much look forward to this park becoming a cherished part of our community. It will feature an interpretive walking trail, a visual timeline of the West Side, artwork, places to sit and contemplate, and a playground for children to laugh and play. I want to thank Core Construction for being the contractor on this project. I also want to thank LGA Architecture and LAGE Design for the work in putting together a vision that will soon become a reality. I also want to give a very, very special thank you to Jackie Brantley, Ramon Savoy, and Clay T. White, who serve tirelessly as our selection committee for this park. I also need to thank my colleague, my friend, my mentor, someone that I truly cherish, and that is Commissioner Lawrence Weekly. This project is a partnership between the City of Las Vegas and Clark County, and Commissioner Weekly has been a huge part of moving this park forward. It was actually his vision and a phone call that he made to me about a park that he had seen back in his alma mater, Grambling State University. And that park honored the legacy builders in that community. We have taken it to a whole nother level. This park is going to be absolutely positively outstanding. Not only is it beautiful, it's going to be a tremendous memorial for all those trailblazers that came before us. And I can't begin to thank Commissioner Weekly for having this idea and for us taking it and running with it. And once you see what we have, you're going to be very, 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 very happy. So I'd like to invite my friend to the podium to say a few words. Commissioner.
Thank you so very much. Good afternoon, everyone. It's my hope and my prayer that everyone's staying safe and healthy and that we're doing all we can do to get through this pandemic together. To my dear friend and my colleague and a young man that I have so much respect for, Ward 5 City Councilman Cedric Creer. You know, I'm so excited to partner with him on what some look at it as the historic West Side Legacy Park. I look at it through my lenses as a historical playground. You know, I look at this park and I can only imagine all the rich and pure history that have come through this neighborhood. You know, Las Vegas is known for imploding a whole lot of things and not preserving a lot of our history. Well, that's one of the things that the councilman and I decided to do. We wanted to preserve some of the history and remember many of the trailblazers who came this way. When they didn't have many places to go, this was all they had. And so for those naysayers out there who say, well, this is a business park, you know, we need to put more economic development in here. I 100% agree with that. But I also believe that this is a place that many of these business owners will be able to come and walk through the grounds here and look at the men and women who made it possible so that we could stand on the shoulders that we're standing on here today. I'm so forever grateful. You know, I traveled back to Grambling State University, and when I got an opportunity to see Legacy Park there, I reached out to the mayor and I said, how awesome this is. And at the time, my daughter was still a student there. I see Mr. Gene Collins, who's here. His granddaughter is a current student at that university. What an awesome legacy that they have. For the councilman and I to have been so fortunate to be natives here of Las Vegas and then to attend an HBCU and understand the importance of no matter how high you get, always remember from whence you've come from. That's the meaning of why we're standing here today. And so to all the partners who helped make this possible, there are some men and women behind the scenes who have kept this wheel turning. Miss Laura, Mr. Harry, of course we have Miss Allie who's here, Mr. Will, and just all of the architects and the designers, and of course this young man who you'll hear from momentarily. What a great visionary. I don't understand, Councilman, why this young lady here is not standing up here with us also, because she has been, can I?
Come on up.
I don't want to outstep my boundaries because this is a city party, but you know how the county do. We always like to run everything, right? Come on up here. Christy Garnes, you know I love you. I thank you for all of our rich and pure history together. Thank you for doing what you're doing. But Councilman Creer, you and the new the new District D County Commissioner are going to move this park forward. It's going to be awesome, and I can't wait until I have an opportunity to drive down Martin Luther King adjacent to Lake Mead in Mount Moriah to see the new historic Westside Legacy Park. Thank you all so very much. God bless you all. Happy holidays and stay safe.
Amen. Thank you, Commissioner, and thank you for your years of service on the County Commission and as a City Councilman. I know one day that we will see his name emblazoned within this historic Westside Legacy Park, because there are not too many people who have done much more for this community than what you have done for our community. And I say that from the heart and as a recipient of all the work that you have done. Thank you. I also want to thank Greg Weitzel, who is our Director of Parks, and our team back at the city. So many people get engaged in doing something like this. Jorge Cervantes, who is now our city manager, and Tom Perigo, and so many other, Dr. Lisa Morris-Hibbler, Kathy Thomas Gibson. The list is long, and especially my Ward 5 staff and team, because none of this comes without a lot of planning and sacrifice on our side and then on the county side. I don't know as many of the names on the county side, but I tell you, they were right there with us in planning and giving suggestions and telling us to stop and telling us to go, and they are absolutely fantastic. So thank you to them. Yolanda Adams, who's the county manager, we appreciate them for supporting this project.
Yolanda Adams is a gospel singer. Yolanda King is...
Yolanda King. You know what's funny?
Right,
Yolanda King. I'm sure I'm not the first person that have done that. Yes, Miss Yolanda King. Thank you, Commissioner. Once again, the Commissioner's corrected me. This park will feature large, beautiful trees, and public art will serve as focal points. And I'm very excited that a young man is part of this community, and there's so much synergy with this young man that it is a pleasure and honor. His uncle happens to be here, who is great, who is Reverend McCurdy, Billy McCurdy, who is our park commissioner for Ward 5. His cousin has just won the seat for the to replace Commissioner Weekly, William McCurdy, and just raised right down the street here. And so Chase McCurdy is a part of this Legacy Park team. He is consulting on the history that would be weaved into this park and would be responsible for art installations at the park. And Chase, I want to invite you up to say a couple of words. Tell us a little bit more about what you're working on, and how you're going to incorporate your art into this beautiful park. Chase McCurdy.
All right. Hello, everyone. First off, this is truly an honor to be a part of this project. As Councilman mentioned, I'm a very proud third-generation native of this particular area of Las Vegas, with the first of my ancestors coming here in 1939. As the artist and consultant on this project, I hope to honor the legacy of those who came before us with a monumental sculpture called the Living Black Pillars, with the desire to make a monument of sorts, a new monument for this part of our city, the historic west side of Las Vegas, which is extremely important not only to myself, but those who came before, those who are still here, and those who are going to come after. As well as the original art sculpture that's going to be in the park, there is also the addition of a historical narrative that will weave throughout the park so that visitors, both from the community and outside of the community, have an opportunity to learn more about not only the people that came before, but some of the events, places, and those individuals and groups who made the historic West Side what it is, and allowed that spirit to live through an amazing time into our future as well. So with that, thank you to Core Construction, thank you to LGA, Lage Design for your attention and desire to really execute at a high level and respect this project, and the people that it's here to honor and serve. And I look forward to stepping foot in the park once it's complete. Thank you.
Thank you, Chase. I want to go a little bit off script and invite someone up who has been instrumental in this project. She has worked tirelessly, and you can tell the creativity and the passion that has gone into this park, right? You know, you can see some things that are being built, and it's sort of four box, and it looks the same, and everything kind of, you know, comes together. But this is a personalized project that has been built from the ground up, from the dirt up, and every single detail has been scrutinized to the extent. And she is a part of LGA, and I want to bring her up. And Miss Alexia, please come say a couple words. I know you didn't plan it, but we need you to say something.
Okay, so like I told you, I didn't plan to speak about anything, but I'm honored to be here representing LGA Architecture and the Core Construction Design Build team. It is a great project. Important project, and we spend the time to put the design and the care in to make sure that it's a project that the community will love and cherish for the years to come. And very honored to work with Chase, and through Chase working with the community members to really make it special for the West Side community. Thank you very much.
Yeah. See how great that was? That was easy. Thank you, LGA, Lage, and Core. You know, Core has been a partner of ours for a long time, as well as the other developers. They're actually working and building on our homeless courtyard down on Fourmaster. So we thank you for that work that you guys are doing as well. You guys are a true partner to the city of Las Vegas, and we appreciate you. Once again, Legacy Park has been a community-led project, and will continue to be moving forward. We have had public meetings to discuss all aspects of the park, and we look forward to making additional announcements in 2021 about some of the other features in history that would be included in the park. I would be remiss if I didn't offer thanks to all those from the West Side whose shoulders we stand on today. I have truly had some wonderful examples to follow, and I am thrilled that we will now have a special place that we can honor all those who came before us. You know, in my home, many of the people who are going to go in this park would have meetings at my house with my parents and with my father to discuss next steps for the community. And I remember being a little kid and seeing these individuals coming together. I had no clue what they were talking about, but it seemed pretty serious. And they were pretty, focused on trying to make our community better. And so I want to thank them. And I want to thank you all for joining us today. And now I would like to invite the speakers, as well as any representatives from Core Construction, LGA Architecture, Lage Design, to join us as we officially break ground on the historic West Side Legacy Park. Thank you all.